Okay, here we are with the T-38 again, and I've done a little more work to it, as you can see here. And I did a little more work on getting rid of the seam lines in it, and it didn't take long to do. And then I decided to go ahead and work on the canopy here. As you can see, it's a mirror finish on that as well. And this is not hard to do at all. It's quite simple to do. And what you really need to do is get your molds. When you make your molds, you want those to be, the surface of the mold, you want those to be really, really good. And that's what I really like doing, is when I prepare my molds, the surfaces are really, really good, so I can pull parts out. And if I need to make another part from it, I can still use the mold again. So let's go ahead and show you the mold. Okay, here we have the mold. Now, you can see we have a mirror finish in here, and this is after I pulled the part out already with primer on the part. And mold preparation, in my mind, or my opinion, is one of the most important things when having 3D printed molds. The surface, you really need to have this type of mirror finish on it, because you're going to do the work either one way. You're either going to do it in the molds, or if you don't have your molds with a shiny finish like this, you're going to have to do a lot of work on your part when you pull it out, and you might damage your mold when you pull the part out also. So I spend an extra, maybe an extra hour just working on the molds to get this mirror finish. And this, I just pulled out, the first T-38 that I did, I just pulled the part out of this mold. And as you can see, this mold is still shiny. The part came out real easy, and that's because the surface work on here, it's quite important to do. Now, in preparation, the mold surface, what I do first, after I print the mold itself and get them all the pieces glued together like this, then I'll take automotive primer, a heavy coat of it, and just spray it in here. And once that heavy coat dries, I'll take 100 grit sandpaper and sand that down. Then after that, if most likely the layer lines are gone, but if they're not gone, then I will spray more primer into it. And I'll show you what primer I use. Let's take a look at it. Okay, these are the products that I use in my on my 3D printed molds. The primer that I use to shoot a heavy layer on it is this Evercoat. Get it at Amazon also. And also the spray filler in the primer in a can is what I use. And then to glue the parts together, the molds, I use this stuff here. All the stuff is available at Amazon. And also I use this spray gun to shoot my heavy coat of primer in here. So like I said, I'll print the molds, then I'll use glue here, glue the parts together, then I'll use this primer here and this spray gun. The spray gun allows me to lay down a heavy coat of primer, and I'll put a heavy coat of primer in here, then I'll sand that with 100 grit, and then I'll fill around it and see, are the layer lines gone? If the layer lines are gone, then I will go ahead and sand that down with 200, then 400 grit sandpaper. Then I'll use this primer here and spray a coat into it, and then sand that down with 400 so this is smooth. And once that's done, the primer's in it, then I'll sand that again with 400. Then I'll use any color from a can, a rattle can, whether it be, I don't know, it could be from this company here, Duplicolor, or not. You can use Krylon, Rust-Oleum, whatever you want to use, and I'll just spray that in here. Then I'll sand that down with 1,000 grit, then 1,500, then 2,000 grit. Then go ahead and then polish it, then wax it. And as you can see, my molds turn out great, and my parts come out of these molds extremely well. So in my opinion, you spend the time on the molds, because let's say you don't spend the time on the molds, surfaces, you pull the part out and you damage the mold pulling the part out. Most of the time you're gonna have to print another part. So spend a little more time on the mold so the parts come out easily, and then you don't have to even do a lot of work on the part once you're out of the molds. And as you see on that T-38 there, what I've done. Now that right there, including the layup, and what I've done so far on it, including this canopy here, I've probably spent 2 hours into that, and that's including laying it up and pulling it out. Really not a lot of work to do on the surface of that T-38 like that, because the surface of this is done rather really well. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, a lot of people I see with 3D printed molds, they don't spend a lot of time in the molds. Now I would think that they're assuming they only need one part out of the mold, and pulling one part out of the mold and that's all they need. Then even then, I don't know, I still will work on that mold surface to have it shiny too, because you never know, you might, like here, this T-38, I know I'm going to lay up another one, probably a couple of more, and I want this mold to be reusable like this, and which this is. So yeah, so that is my mold process. I have a video and I explain in a lot more detail how I do the surface of my molds also, and I'll have a link in the description, so if you want to watch that in detail how I do this, the surface on my mold, I'll have a link to that also. Okay, on my T-38 here, now these are wings, are CNC hot wire cut wings from Eureka Aircraft, and they cut these wings for me, Bruce over there, and let's have a look at them. I haven't looked at them yet, so let's go. So several people have purchased my molds for the T-38 or the STL files for the molds, and if you don't feel like cutting your own wings, I highly recommend Eureka Aircraft. I've ordered the wings from them in the past, and they always have been great. Take a look at this on the side here. I don't know if you can see this. It even says T-38 left and right. They're stamped in here on there like that. That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's pull this out. And look at that. Beautiful. Nice, clean, everything. Just a beautiful wing for the T-38. Highly recommend these guys. Eureka Aircraft. Just beautiful. And I'm going to be sheeting this with 1/16 balsa and installing landing gear in here also. Just great work they do. I'll have a link also to the site, so if you want to order the wings from him to cut the wings out for you, and I would recommend him cutting the wings out for you, because it's not a lot of work doing these, cutting out wings. It's just time, but if you don't want to, you know, do it yourself, and you want a great set of wings, this is the way to go, in my opinion. Have him cut the wings out for you. You can't go wrong, and you know, because the 3D printed molds, you're gonna have a lot of work there, and getting those ready, I mean, it's not difficult either. It's just time, and this saves time on this. So this is highly recommended. if you're for the T-38. Now, if you want to purchase the T-38 molds, the STL files for the molds, you can purchase those on my Patreon site, and I may put them on Colts 3D also, but my site for now, they're just on my site and on my Patreon site, which is CAD Build Fly RC. And so yeah, but this is the way to go. Now, this T-38 I decided to do because there's not a lot of T-38 models out there that you can buy. I only know of one company that makes one, and it's close to $3,000. And if you don't have a lot of time and you want to make your own T-38, like what I'm doing here, or you just want to make your own T-38, don't want to spend $3,000 purchasing the one that you can get, my molds, well, what I did first is designed it in CAD, the model, the T-38 model, and designed the molds in CAD also. Even on my channel, I've shown you guys how to model this T-38 also, if you want to, have a go at it yourself, just modeling it. And also there's videos on my site showing you how to make molds also. You can go ahead and do that. But if you don't want to do all that, you can just purchase the files, the STL files, and go ahead and print the molds yourself when you don't have to design anything. The wings, you can order the wings. And for the stabs, now I do have molds for that. I'm not sure if I'm going to have composite stabs for the elevators. I'm not sure just yet, or have them foam core also like the wings. I'm just not sure at this point, but I do have the molds for those already, and they are included with the STL files when you purchase those, so you can lay those up too. But the wing molds are not, because I'm not sure. I didn't really want to make composite wings, and I'd rather have the foam core. I think for a plane this size, the foam core wings are going to be lighter than the composite wings, and because this plane's only 2 meters long, or a little over 2 meters, it's like 83 inches long, 84 actually, 84 inches long, so just a little over 2 meters. And so, in my opinion, the composite wings would be a little heavier versus the foam core wings. So yeah, but again, if you follow my channel, okay, like I said, I haven't done a lot of work into this, and the stabs, one of my friends had, I believe, F5 by the F5 from Aerofoam, and it crashed. And then I took some of he gave me some of the parts from it. And the stabs here, these are foam. They have a bearing here, and this is a plastic part in here. So this rotates smoothly on here. Now, this, believe it or not, the right half actually fits this. It's the same size. And this is just a little thicker. The cord of this is just a little thicker than this, but they're the same size. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to use these or not. These are foam, and if I do use these, I'll just sand this down and probably glass these with 3/4 ounce glass if I decide to use these, or if I decide to make them composite, use my molds for them, and lay up the part in here. I'm just not sure which one I'm going to use yet, but this gave me ideas of how to do the stabs in the back with the bearing and everything. So this is great. So again, here's this, and this looks really good, Oops. And there's a couple of ways you can get this. You can design it yourself, because on my channel I show you guys how to design this T-38, and then I have videos on how to make molds from your designs in Fusion 360, so you can make molds for this. Or the best, in my opinion, the best way to do this is just purchase the the STL files from me and just go ahead and 3D print your molds and then work the surfaces on them. And also I advise to purchase the foam core wings also. And when I do the work on the foam core wings, I'll go ahead and record that too, so you guys will see how I do that with the wings. And this here, the seam lines on the top, they're gone again. This is 2 hours worth of work, including the layup and everything. And so it's not a lot of work, and most of the work is done in that mold right there. I don't know if you can see that, but that's a lot of work has gone into that. But anyway, that's the latest here on my T-38, and I'll probably use a 90mm EDF. Some people have suggested that since this is not very big airplane, that a 90mm would be perfect for this. And so I probably will use a 90mm EDF, and I've seen some that put out 13 pounds of thrust. So I'm hoping this will be right around 12, 13 pounds. So if it's 12, 13 pounds, that 13 pounds of thrust would be great. We'd have a 1-to-1 ratio, or maybe a little more if this turns out light, as I hope it does. But yeah, if you have any questions about this T-38 or anything on my YouTube channel, go ahead and leave them down in the comments, or contact me on my Facebook group or my Patreon site. Both are called CAD Build Fly RC. And if you can become a paid member on my Patreon site, it's only $5 a month, and a lot of the stuff that I show you how to design on my YouTube channel, you can download on the over there for free. You can download as much as you want. And so yeah, so that's going to do it for this video on this T-38 and the molds and my wings from Eureka Aircraft. That's one company that I highly recommend. This is not the first time I ordered from them, but their products are great. So yeah. And there'll be a link to all the products I showed you that you can purchase on Amazon. And there'll be a link for the wings to order from Eureka, and a link to order the STL files for the molds for this T-38. So that's going to do it this video, and I will catch you in the next one.